What up, you awesome people? I'm Julian, coming through with a new music video review for you. This time we got Options, a song by Jordan Adetunji featuring Lil Baby. It was dropped 2 days ago and has over 225,000 views. Just before we dive in and go, a link to the video will be down below, but please help support the channel to grow by whamming that like button and bamming that subscribe button. Thank you, I appreciate you. Now let's dive right in. So here we go. I will tell you, I'm a little ashamed to say I actually enjoyed the feeling of the song. I didn't necessarily agree with the lyrics. We'll dive into that in a second, but I would say, wow, for an auto-tune song, I think Jordan, I'm sorry for butchering your last name, Adetunji, does a good job with auto-tune. Not the biggest auto-tune fan, but it worked, and your auto-tune actually, I feel like, added to the beat, and I enjoyed it. And controversially, for anyone that likes Lil Baby's flow, I bet you'll enjoy this, but controversially, I did not feel that Lil Baby held or compared to Jordan's verse and chorus. I mean, it was a nice difference, because two very different types of flows, but I would tell you, I think Jordan had a better verse on this than him, just subjectively from what my ears felt. Now, I will say lyrically, very interesting song about, options. They're talking about how they have a lot of options with any type of women they want. And it's interesting that then he says, Jordan's verse is a bit different lyrically than Lil Baby's, in the sense that Jordan's like, I have options, you have options, but when you're with me, there's no options. Which I get what he's saying, that you can't be with multiple dudes when you're with me, but he understands that you're beautiful enough that you can be with anyone. So I kind of like that part, that he's empowering, but also being clear that he's not the type that wants to share when they're together. At least he's setting his, rules very clearly, so you or anyone would know what they're getting into if you want to be with Jordan. Now, Lil Baby, on the other hand, is very adamant about no options, but maybe that's because he found his baby girl, or, his baby girl, and I'll just say maybe he's like, all right, I don't need options, but you're definitely not going to have options because we're tight, we're in love, blah, 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 right? Now, what's interesting that I'm not agreeing on is he opens with that he checks her pager or phone. It's like, yo, that's a red flag if I ever heard one. Like, yes, in a good relationship, you guys should be clear that there's nothing strange happening with who you're texting, but I mean, it's also weird if you have to look at someone's phone like a stalker. That means you don't trust them. That means, maybe you don't trust yourself, because oftentimes the people that are most not trusting are the ones that are cheating on the other person. But hey, not trying to build any conspiracy with their relationship, just saying that was kind of a red flag to me. But again, I like the song. Embarrassingly enough, I think it's fun to listen to. It's not something that I would say is great. I'm not going to say it's my cup of tea. I'm not going to go request it or suggest it, but if it comes on, I'll definitely groove to it. Diving into the music video, I thought they did a great job. Most of it takes place on a boat. It's mostly Jordan with a bunch of beautiful women. Makes sense for this type of song. It literally opens with you seeing a whole bunch of women in barely any clothing, coming up his boat stairs, and they just hang out with him in the whole video. And it works for not having too many locations. I thought the music video did hit. I like the music video probably more than the song. No. The music video complemented the song, so I enjoyed both equally, which is why I had a good time listening to it, though Lil Baby felt could have done better. But hey, it's not my cup of tea, but if it comes on, I'm down. But that's my opinion. What do you all think, and what's your favorite Jordan Adetunji song? Also, how badly am I butchering his name? Let me know, and in the meantime, cheers, players. Forget them haters.